Hi everyone, this is Chris Kruger, and this is my response video to Mary Stewart, who we have been working together this week on our term paper video conferencing project. First, Mary, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all the time and effort you put into going through my paper, your thoughtful criticism and feedback, and really just everything you did to kind of go through the paper and provide me a strong overview and really good criticism and really finding some issues that I know are going to be helpful as I work forward into my final draft. So let me dig in here on some notes that you provided me that I found very helpful and give you some feedback. You suggested the introduction was very strong, but there were some unnecessary parts. I could see that, and you made a really good point about changing the question into an answer. So just state it more what I'm trying to achieve with the paper or arrive at or make capture the audience. And more questions could lead to more questions. I thought that was good. That makes a lot of sense and is really um, helpful criticism. Um, you noted my headings and titles, and it was something that I think you're going to look to incorporate into your paper. And for mine, it helps organize thoughts and concepts, and has a positive effect on the reader. So thank you. That was the goal. Um, you thought there was a lot of strong background on my position and the issue, which was good to hear because I've sourced it and will continue to source it more. There was some comment on the citing, and you recommended Chicago. And what I used was the Harvard style that I believe was recommended in one of the outlines I saw. It does get a little clumsy. I agree with some of the quoting, so maybe that's something I can take a look at for final draft. But I noticed you used Chicago, and the footnotes help things read a little bit cleaner in the paper, especially as we grow to 14, 15 pages. So that's a good point and something I'll take a look at. You really enjoyed the paragraph structure for the one that started with the years 74 to 95. Thank you. I remember doing a lot of reading and sourcing on that, and I'm glad that it came through. And you also touched on again something about paragraph redundancy, or when I've gone into the history too many times, or maybe looking to kind of make my paragraphs longer, have stronger opening sentences, and kind of building from there, and really thinning out some of the redundant, overused points or phrases. And again, a fresh set of eyes that you were able to give this really helped to kind of zero in on that. So thank you. That is another point I will use. Um, and I think that captures a lot of my notes on the feedback you're able to give me. Again, I hope you found my constructive criticism and feedback to your paper helpful. And again, let me say again, yours is very well written. You're a strong, excellent writer. I think if yours is organized a little bit tighter, and we both, I think, need a little bit more depth and length to the papers, they will be really excellent, strong submissions for final. And in closing, I was pleased. You gave me an overall thumbs up on the work on my paper for a first draft, knowing that there are some gaps here and still a lot of work to be done. And you really focused on elaborating more on paragraphs. I think I have a lot of short paragraphs in there, so getting them to be real complete points and thoughts. And if it's too short, what is it doing there? What is it really establishing in the paper, which is great feedback and something I'll use going forward to eliminate run-ons and combine short paragraphs. So again, I think thank you, and all of these kind of thoughts and notes that you were able to pull out of my draft will be incredibly helpful in getting this paper tightened up and better for final submission. So Mary, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been great to get to know you a little bit and work with you this week. And hopefully my thoughts and work on your paper is received well and helpful. And good luck for all of our work in the next couple of weeks, especially for these final papers. Thank you, Mary.